So that leads up to the thing we've been talking about, head versus heart. Let's look at this. How can we learn to trust our heart logic? Heart versus mind. As it says here, heart logic and mind logic are often two very different things. It has to feel right and make sense to move forward. If it doesn't feel right, but it seems to make sense, pause and investigate within. If it feels right but doesn't make total sense, ask the mind to trust the heart a little more. The heart's usually the wiser of the two. Okay. Now this is something that deals with all of this. And you'll see how we're moving toward learning to understand the importance of intuitive sensing and feelings. One thing that holds so many of us back is fear. It is fear of the unknown, fear of your feelings, fear of rejection, fear of being loved. Don't let it stop you from living life. Open up your heart-mind and feel life, because it can be beautiful if you let it in. When you go back to all the ancient peoples, let's for instance take the Egyptians. When the Egyptians prepared a royal mummy, they took all the stuff out in your body, all the organs went, except one, the heart. For it was felt that no human being could live again without their heart. So the heart had to never be disconnected and put in a canopus jar, or whatever way you thought about it. It had to stay in the body. It had to be there. Because that is about the soul. That is about love. That is about caring. And that's where we're going. So always remember, your heart is indeed free. Have the courage to follow it. The heart is fearless, but it is not stupid. So let's look at this heart, this weird thing in the middle of our bodies that makes us all happen, because if our heart doesn't beat, we don't live. The heart has been found to have a neuron net as complex as the brain. The brain is in constant communications with the heart. The heart handles intuitive logic matters for the brain. The heart is in charge of deep, complex emotions. Now let's expand on that. It has now been proven that oftentimes our emotional state triggers our heart to send out signals to the brain and other organs, and the body then responds accordingly. This is something that we need to know and understand. Not only does our heart act with its own intuitive logic, and they have emotional, and the senses from that emotional affect our whole body, the physiology of our body, but also that this mini brain around the heart is so unique that they have discovered that the physiology and nerve centers of the heart are so complex and active, which is what we were referring to before, that they constitute a brain of their own. And doctors and medical researchers now call this a mini brain. There's another mini brain in our gut. These three centers of logic are important. And remember, we always talk about gut feelings. Gut feelings are tied not so much into the brain, but into the heart. Even more remarkable is the discovery that the heart produces oxytocin, the love hormone, in concentrations as high as those in the brain. So realize that super high you can get from doing something that makes you feel so happy all over, that energy that affects the endocrine system and causes you to feel this way is not just coming from your brain, it's coming from the thing on the right here, your heart.